Up this magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing. Now I hit the scene, they like lights, camera, action. Living in a dream, now my music, they be blasting. Step out, I'm a star, always in the latest fashion. Had to set the bar, try to catch me lacking. Bank account for my son, he won't have to struggle. You can see it in my eyes, all I do is hustle. They tried to knock me off my feet, I'm ready to rumble. Feel like I ain't ate in weeks, working off the muscle. Oh yeah, oh my, we ride for my brothers, no lie. All you can die, never wrong, they right. I ain't changing my side, yeah, we in it for life. When up it's magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that.
And, Coach, we are down on the Bayou as you get a look inside the Mercedes-Benz Superdome here in New Orleans. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Atlanta Falcons and the New Orleans Saints. Greg Zuerlein now. He'll handle the honors to get us started. And we are underway from the Superdome. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The first carry now. This is Johnson. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Off the draw, here's Johnson. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. On 3rd down, Jackson forced out to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. C.J. Mosley, the linebacker, making sure his presence is felt.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
That's taken on the 25. It's a net of 40 there. A punt of 48 and a return of 8. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. A first carry now for Adrian Peterson. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
From the 35 on 2nd down, Watson, open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. That one a first down pickup of 8.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
On first down, Peterson. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. That time on the outside, pretty nice job as a cornerback to shed any would-be blockers and make the tackle.
And think about the praise we're giving him, what his coaches are giving, but how about the respect he gets from his teammates to be a complete corner who doesn't just cover receivers, but also tackles ball carriers.
As he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
From the gun on third, Watson. Got a man, it's complete. Williams. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup.
Good set. 19. 54 Mike. Let's go, D. Big series right here. We got
On first down, it's Watson. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. He'll get 15 and a Saints first down.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in this paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker. Can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone? The Saints first down there on a gain of 11.
Here we go, T. Get on the field.
From the red zone now, Watson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Chances are good he's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a 3rd.
I think they put this defense on notice that could be a really, really frequent combination. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Out of the gun, Watson. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. Cameron Hayward, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. So here's Greg Zuerlein now as he'll try for the field goal. And Zuerlein's kick is good. And the Saints are going to take a 3-0 lead. Able to move the ball on that drive. Yes, just 3 points, but 4 first downs were in there.
Yeah, and you can look at it and feel pretty good about the whole thing and think, okay, this should continue throughout this ball game. On the flip side, if you're a defender, it's almost like, whew, we only... Gave up 3. They moved the ball on us pretty well.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed. Looking for Thielen, but it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. Well, CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cameron Hayward, make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Watson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Watson. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. Three 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Jackson now. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Sacked there by Jadeveon Clowney. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Instead, they go empty backfield as they look to throw. And that's complete to the tight end, Hireman. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
55, Mark, 55.
Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning to clear you up. Don't get nervous.
Mark 55, Mark 55.
They'll indeed go for it with Jackson, eluding the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the first down. Taking matters into his own hands, and he picks up 4 yards and a first down. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Pitch and catch complete to Hireman. And he's able to get up here to the 26. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
Mark 55. Right there, 55. Mike 55.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jackson. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Let's bring it. Mike 55. Check 55.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. Open man is the tight end, Nick Boyle. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta.
55, Mark, 55. I got one.
1st and 10. It's Jackson. He's going to let one fly for Tate, and that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Second and 10. Here's Jackson again. And Thomas has it. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. 9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard.
Mike 5-5. Mike 55. Mike 5-5. Come on, baby. Let's see what you got.
Hey, check Mike. Check David. Watch it. Watch the pass.
And Jackson throwing once more. And that will be incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
They converted once earlier in this drive, but they'll roll the dice here again on 4th down.
Mike 5-9. Mike 5-9.
Hey, come on.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Solid coverage on the play by Devondre Campbell. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any 4th down stop is a big momentum play.
Now a 1st down throw. Watson, he's got it to Williams. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 17 there and a New Orleans 1st down. The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already.
56 is Mike. 56 is Mike. You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey, you don't want to see him more. You don't want it. 64. Line up.
From the gun, here's Watson. This will be caught. Tyrell Williams. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The Saints 1st down there on a gain of 11. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. This drive starts with 2 steps forward and now 1 back. A pair of 1st downs, and here a loss of yardage. 2nd and 12 after the 1st down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. Now this one into the hands of the tight end, Hayden Hurst. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 30. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Buying time to his left. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. N'Keal Harry, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Zerline good with a PAT. And the lead grows to 10-0. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And you have to figure they won't just sit on the football here in the final minute. The way things have gone, they need to try to make something happen offensively.
But maybe they should. Maybe they should sit on it here because of what you just said. They haven't made anything happen offensively. Getting ready to go into the half, give them a chance to take a deep breath, exhale a little bit, and start over. I don't know if this is the time to push it myself.
Yeah, right now, under 100 yards of total offense. Now, a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass on second down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. They go play action with Jackson. He'll buy some time right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. C.J. Mosley able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Set now to go for the 3rd quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. To throw is Watson. Steps away to his left. He'll run it and give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain. They'll run it. Here's Peterson. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. That gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
On first down, Watson. Got a man open. It's Ross. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
56. Mike, 56. Right there, 56. You ain't going nowhere.
Now Watson. To the right side and complete to Hurst. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 33.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
Just like that.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Peterson. Peterson a first down and more. And he gets it all the way down to the 3. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Tackles. Tackles. Hold the look. Hold the look.
Alert.
Right there. 54. Right there. Right there. 54.
Here's Watson now on second down. Dancing to his left. He'll try and run it. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. Seventh play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. From the gun, Watson. He's got his man. It's Williams. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. But keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
2nd and goal from the 6 this time.
Come to my world. Watch the safety creep.
Hey, 24.
Now it's Watson. Toward the pylon, caught. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal. They come out here in the eye. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. They'll run for it with Peterson. And Peterson, what happened? He lost the football. And the Falcons grab it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
We can come up with a lot of different explanations here. None of them are going to work. At the 1 yard line and coughing it up, no way.
You got to protect that thing like it's your firstborn.
Your firstborn, your secondborn,
your
anyone. It doesn't matter. Take care of the football. You're in a position to go in and score. At worst, you've given up a chance to get 3 points.
Now Jackson. He's going to find his tight end Boyle. And he's able to get this one up to the 8 yard line this time. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57. Watch the out. Watch the out.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Jackson lets it fly for Thielen. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Mike 57. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And here we go again. Here we go again.
From the gun, Jackson. And Tate's got it. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. Jackson will throw again. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Solid coverage on the play by Devondre Campbell. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Let's
To throw again, Jackson. It's brought in by Jamison Crowder. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
It's a gain of 2 yards, and it's third down.
They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's the Falcons. They'll have the football, but trailing on the scoreboard as we get set to begin the fourth. The Falcons on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. To throw again is Jackson. This one caught by Crowder. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson being chased out left. And he is going to be run down. What a disaster there. A huge loss. Dan Quinn's guys unable to come through there on 4th down. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line. A 10th carry now for Peterson. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. Well, no doubt here in the fourth quarter, this is a huge defensive series.
Hey, they can read the scoreboard. They realize if they give up a field goal here, this game might be out of reach. They understand the stakes and are playing accordingly.
56, Mike, 56.
On 2nd and 9, Watson forced out to his left. And this is caught at the 8. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this fourth quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
Check 52. Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist. Twist, 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 twist.
And no time now.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog. Switch, switch. No. Off.
Hey, you got to line him up.
They try again with Peterson. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Adrian Peterson. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Zerline connects on the extra point, and that makes our score 17-0. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. Throwing is Jackson. Screenplay, Johnson. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Mike's 57's Mike. I hope you brought your left because I'm about to score.
Jackson. On the catch, it's Crowder. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 8. Jackson now. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And that one results in 35 yards. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the fourth, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. That's into the hands of the tight end, Boyle. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's second down. To throw again on second down. Jackson. Buying time to his left. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for Jamison Crowder there. And it's third down. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
On third down, Jackson. He'll get this into the hands of Bird. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's first and goal. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Again, Jackson. The quick slant caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. That'll bring up second and goal after the gain of 5. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They've got it second and goal as they look for a late touchdown. They'll run it with Johnson. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Duke Johnson. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Falcons cut into that lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that'll cut the lead to 17-7. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Here's Peterson as they begin on the ground. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Peterson. AP still got it. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10. They run the counter now. It's Peterson. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Second and long, but you got to figure this almost certainly another run. Another tote for the workhorse here this afternoon, Peterson. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
First and second down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's 3rd and 18. They need something big. Now Watson. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. They probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. From the gun, it's a give to Peterson. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown, you're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
2nd and goal from the 1. So this one, a victory here for New Orleans. And it was their defense that really paved the way to this victory as they allowed the 1 touchdown, and that was all she wrote.
Almost want to do the defense chant right now, right? Defense with a couple of claps in there, but no one wants to hear that from me. Let's just talk about how they got it done, though. When you take care of every aspect of the game, shut down the run, control the airways, right? Make sure the quarterback is harassed. This type of performance you get. They can't fashion together any offense, no consistency, and they just took control.
So for New Orleans, the win will help them keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 6-3 on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Meanwhile, for the Falcons, the loss will drop them to 6-3 now on the year. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Carolina Panthers. Thanks for tuning in, everybody, alongside Charles.